Back, everyone. We're about to get into Knife Endpoint versus Movistar Riders here on in. I'm pretty sure it's Inferno. I don't know. Am I crazy? I don't know why I'm getting these names mixed up. Here on Inferno. Movistar Riders this time win the knife. Here in match 2 of the best of 3. Sorry about the music just cutting out for a second there. As we are in this best of 3 of the Flashpoint Europe closed qualifiers. Movistar Riders are going to swap over to the CT side, choosing to start on that first. Pretty standard buys across the board. Needs a decent number of nades to stop any real banana aggression. Pretty standard for the CT side here. Who won the first map? Movistar Riders won the first map. It was like 11-16 or something like that. Maybe 12-16. Endpoint was starting to come back, and then Movistar Riders just clutched out. Just destroyed. Endpoint, groping up around, looking to push onto A. Still does go down as they get aggressive. He's being traded back and forth. Endpoint are on the site. There's a couple of players though. It's 3-3 level, looking to try and hold aggressively here. Does trade 1 for 1. There's 2 players on site with positional advantage. Endpoint in a good way. Alex gives away his position. Doesn't manage to win out that duel as Robin just sprays him down. Good tap shooting there. Supposed to be on. Yeah. Endpoint win out the round 1. Good way to start off things for the T side, taking the first round, pistols. And we'll be going straight on to AKs and SMGs. Looking to build themselves a little bit of a bank on a Mighty Max and Surreal. Movistar. They've got a scout for Eastall, which is interesting to see. Alongside a whole bunch of Deagles for the rest of the team. No armor though for Eastall. As he will just be trying to hold this angle. Endpoint. Waiting. Sees Mopos. They know that there are players now on Banana. Potentially going to commit some of this utility that they have in the bag towards it. So Mopos is on that site and is the one with the most of it. Has a Molotov. Try and slow them down so they can have a rotate. Really nice pick there by Alex onto Thomas. Taking the man advantage early on here. Surreal. Look at that utility down. Picks up the AK. No longer stuck on MP5. Sorry, MAC-10, sorry. As Mopos will try and rush it on out, but the Molly does so much damage there. Endpoint getting far too aggressive, not respecting the utility. As a result, losing 2 members for little to nothing. Alex boosted. On to France here. Robin, last remaining member. Does get a kill. Still a couple more waiting. Tries to spam through the smoke. Does Alex. That's 12 HP in Steel Eager. Also rotating on over. Looking to plant the bomb is Robin. Has everything they need. Like a utility, but not much more you can expect in this particular situation. Robin continuing to push aggressively. Lager was watching though. Does go down. Alex, last remaining member. Oh! No, doesn't manage to land those scout shots. And as a result, Robin will get the kill, will get the bomb player, and takes the round for Endpoint. Moving 2-0 up. Good stuff after losing 2 members to that Molotov, which was a little bit interesting. Endpoint, again looking for that banana. P250s all around for Movistar Riders. Put 3 players on that A. Potentially not expecting another push on towards that B site. After multiple players at Endpoint falling to utility early on there. It is a bit of a choke point, which can get you really punished. Starting off strong. Definitely putting Endpoint in a good way. After losing that last map, potentially feeling a little bit uncomfortable, but showing no signs of the jitters right now. They are playing relatively early. Good flank here for Alex. Finds 2 kills. Thomas and Mighty Max, though, picking up something with those Mac 10s as well. Surreal moving into library. We'll pick up another as well. Lowell waiting behind the box. Whether anyone is going to check him is a different matter. They haven't seen him yet. He finds 1 kill. Looks to test a little bit more, but can't really deal with the AK. Movistar Riders pick up a couple of kills and set themselves up for a buy round here. There's Endpoint, for the most part. Looking pretty good with those first 3 rounds. Lost a couple more players than they would have liked, but will still have enough to buy up on their players. So, not too much of a problematic situation. Looking for an AWP in the next couple of rounds, potentially. Depends on how they feel. Picking one off of East Store, off East Store would be particularly good for them, and then they'd have to buy it, but it's going to be hard. Looking around, looking for a little bit of information. Staliga gets aggressive, takes down Robin as he tries to make the boost on up there. He's got with the AWP, takes down Surreal again. We see some great aggressive AWPing from the Movistar Riders side. And the pushes they've been doing have been particularly successful. Endpoint. Deciding A site isn't for them. Moving straight over to that B site through Banana. Alex looks away for the flash. Still hit by a little bit, but will sneak into his position. Mighty Max doesn't even realise. Stands right next to him. And will go down for it. But Endpoint rock onto the site. Take a couple of frags. And plant the bomb down in quick. Movistar Riders looking to push on up. They do have the man advantage. 2 players coming from Banana here as Lowell pushes up from CT. Right at the back here. Some nice shots there from Thomas to take down Eastall. However, Steeliger will end him back. And Steeliger picks up the double kill to close out the round. 3 in that round. And a bomb plant secured. Well played that by Movistar Riders to pick up their first round. Endpoint still have enough to force. Yeah, it's going to be a buy coming through. Thomas drops an AK. Mighty Max still don't have enough alongside Surreal. So we'll see the Mac 10, the CZ come up for them. But with the power of these 3 AKs, should be able to do enough. The M4 being picked up. Alex? Alex gun? No. Finds one in his spawn. Interesting to see. A little bit of miscommunication there as they bought a free farmers, which wasn't really necessary. Surreal. Looking to get up close and personal with the CZ. That was just around the corner. Maybe expecting a push. Smokes are ready and waiting on the B site, but so far it's been quiet. Surreal does get some damage onto Lowell, but doesn't quite finish him up. Both players unable to actually find the kills. The smokes go towards apartments there, looking to try and stimulate that aggression. Endpoint. Only 55 seconds left on the clock. Need to start making a decision on where they want to be going. A brilliant jump out there from Movistar. The crossfire catches multiple members of Endpoint off guard. Now it's only Surreal. Moving from apartment. He's going to get spotted out. Movistar crushed the Endpoint offense onto this A site. Stiliga, again, some pretty fantastic frags. But still down around. But once you get control on the CT side, once you have a little bit of that buffer, you start to feel a lot more comfortable, can get away with a lot more. Getting kills with utility like that feels pretty good. But also, Robin with the deagle. That feels pretty good. I'm not going to lie. That's a free rifle for Crucial here, as he will just back on up the smoke. In fact, helping a little bit here from Movistar Riders. Allowing them to get that for free. Eastor watching, finds the shot as Surreal tries to jump on in. Will fall back to Arch here, finds the second shot. And as Robin moves on in with that deagle, he is deadly with it. Picks up the AWP as well. 3 players on Movistar Riders remaining. And in the rotate are Endpoint. They will find the shot onto Alex. Crucial takes a bit of damage. And now, where will they go? Who will they be? It's going to be difficult for them to really decide. They look to be going towards this A. B is open, though. Might have been a better choice. They're still moving out aggressively. Shots on Crucial. Finds the wallbang there. Takes down Lowell. And it's going to be Bopos, the one who is looking to try and clutch this out. That's definitely fragged out before, so keep an eye on this player. He's going to be making the corner. Finds the shots onto Robin. Crucial playing very passive. Crucial does find him actually. Spots him through the little gap there. And will net their team the round after what looked like a great way onto the site. Great flank that they got off from this Endpoint site. Should have gone to B though. Mistakes have been made. Movistar starting to take control here. 3 rounds straight after Endpoint got off to a great start. But a buy round for Endpoint could be exactly what they need to properly contest this. Movistar Riders. Still not at full power. Both of these teams have been going back and forth in terms of the kills, so no one's really gotten everything they wanted. For example, Mopos on that MP9. So dropping to their teammate. Successful clutch round so far for him. Movistar Riders playing a strong defense. Endpoint looking to push up Banana, but waiting here with his trusty MP9 is your boy Mopos. Finds at least one. Eastor found the shot with the AWP to take down Thomas, but a good surprise and a fantastic ambush will net Movistar Riders the advantage in this round. And with the bomb, this is not looking good for Endpoint. Endpoint, goodness, really struggled to push on aggressively. Crucial. Trying to get Mopos through the smoke in some way, but with all the utility, with the position that Movistar Riders had, with everyone starting to close on in, the only person who can really make this happen is Real, and they get caught out by the player from Boyle here. Big mistakes. Now it's 2 versus 5, not putting a dent in Movistar Riders here in this round. Endpoint didn't really make enough happen. Very much caught off guard. Nice AWP shot there from Eastor. Nothing but the icing on the cake now. Movistar Riders completely closed this one out. Robin will be backing off, looking to save. That's also it. Endpoint. Now I'm going to pick up that round after a bit of a shutout there from All-Star Riders, and with more money in the bank, to see it looking even more difficult as the round go on. CZ's coming out of full force, looking to try and catch people off guard in apartments, but Movistar Riders playing sensibly, not pushing too far forward, not trying to play those short angles where the pistols can reign supreme. Instead, utilising the M4s, the SGs, the AWPs, the AKs, all those rifles to really beat them out at the ranges in which they know they can succeed. Rotating back around here. Needs to be careful because Alex is actually holding down Banana. And with the SG, will be easily able to rip through some of that push, but decides against even trying, doesn't want to get caught out. Moves back again to these long angles, putting up the crossfire. Mighty Max gets very far into sight, actually. They don't expect Alex back at Coffins. And 4 players go down. The last one remaining is Thomas. With a CZ, it's going to be difficult to take these fights. That's why we see Endpoint. 5 rounds in a row. Movistar Riders really taking this far. It's going to be interesting to see whether this buy round will be enough for Endpoint to actually put a round on the board after those initial 3, because they really need to kind of take out the tempo from Movistar Riders, otherwise they're just going to run away with this game. So far, this CT side has, once they've got weapons in their hand, been really, really solid for Movistar Riders. That is unfortunate for them. Being the one that sprayed through first, didn't even get the kill. It was Lowell back through that smoke and through that wall. Who got it? Endpoint losing players. Well, they really shouldn't be. It's unfortunate to see. Need to tighten up some of that gameplay. Not get caught out as much. Utilising the ult pair is going to be difficult, especially with all the utility that Movistar Riders have been using to stop it from really moving forward. Sorry for knocking the mic there. Now, taking back to sight as Endpoint. This opportunity, really nice shot there from Crucial, just waiting for Easter to walk into his waiting crosshair. This might be the opportunity that they need. 2 players on this site. A third in Alex, waiting at Arch to stop the cross at all. Does get caught out though. That's a nice frag for Mighty Max. With the smoke going towards Library, they're cutting off a lot of these options which Movistar Riders can push through. Demolly going the flash. Doesn't actually flash Staliga here. Does get some damage onto him though. They know exactly where he is. But even then, don't pay attention to it. Surreal from Apartments takes one down. But that is more positive for Movistar Riders than anything. Though, good shot from Mighty Max. Maybe looking to clutch out this round. Gets the bomb down. Looking to contest Staliga. Knows where he is. Gets the shot. And that will be Endpoint finally putting a round on their board after a reign of terror by Movistar Riders. That's what you like to see. Movistar Riders have more than enough money, however, to put weapons back into the waiting arms of all of their teammates. A little bit of lack of utility, but the same can be said on Endpoint, as Robin has very little, and Surreal has had to buy up that Mactan. Even amounts of money for now. And Endpoint going to have to do something special again. Get off a good offense onto A, maybe push into B and not get caught by the utility. Surreal. That's exactly what we're looking for. Finds a pick onto Staliga. Robin can move in as well. There is a rifle there. To be right. Mactan actually. I don't know. Lowell takes down Surreal though. Robin will pick up that info. There we go. Griffin's a good skin. I like that skin more. Mighty Max. Making sure they're not getting flanked from the player in Banana. Eastor keeping their position for now. By expending some utility towards him. Trying to draw some of the focus off of A. Nice pick there from Crucial. This AWP is doing a lot of work. There's still a player down back of Pit. Does get taken down by Lowell. This is the entirety of the A site cleared out. And Eastor goes, that's not for me, mate. And heads straight to the T-spot. Oh, maybe looking for an exit frag, but that's all he's getting, if anything. Not even trying it. Crucial. Absolutely crucial in that round. Has found some really nice shots to lead the team on in. And this is good. This is Endpoint's opportunity to start pushing their agenda. Taking control of this half. Back in their hands. And now Movistar Riders not really got enough money to do anything. They could potentially force around this AWP. It is an opportunity, but I think more what you're looking for is make an eco, use the AWP to potentially stop anyone from pushing too far onto A, for the most part, and then from there kind of build your economy in the round after, because they haven't got enough for anything particularly relevant. We're going to buy a couple of P250, well, a P250 for Mopos, but that's looking like it's going to be it. No, we'll buy a D. There we go. But with some utility in Eastor's hands, they definitely can make something happen in this half. Sorry, in this round. scores on the doors are all even Stevens. Things looking good. A good molly will force Staliga to move on forward. Eastor, though, with a good shot onto Surreal, moving through that molly. Good spray down, deals with Staliga, but doesn't take down Eastor, the one with the AWP. Throwing the weapons outside of the map. Sensible play from here, from Endpoint. Mighty Max. I'll leave that shot caller for the team. Going to be moving around, deciding B might be the site for them. Movistar Riders, again, with a good read. They have been fantastic at reading Endpoint's movements so far. And the most important point of this is Eastor has the AWP. The only one on the team with some real firepower. And is already in position. Is going to miss that shot. That was terrible to see. Eastor only getting one as a result of that. And this could just be the defense falling apart after that misplay. Thomas, not looking the right way. And that is going to be Mopok. Sorry, Mopos finding the kill. Lowell is moving up from Banana, though. With that deagle, could make waves. We've seen some fantastic deagling in this series so far. Particularly from Robin. Really succeeded with it. On Train, the previous map, which went to Movistar Riders, I believe, 16-11. Movistar Riders can decide, nah, we'll just grab this up and get the heck out of Dodge. As well, we'll pick that up, head towards the back of the map. Well played so far from Endpoint as they move up to advantage for the first time since round 6. And not too bad on the money as well. Most of these players have a little bit more. They've got some buffer. Sure, most of their players will have to buy up, but you can see a low utility buy round, even if they lose this, because of the money in the bank for both Thomas and Crucial. They can drop their teammates. Maybe even have enough for a full, like, proper buy. Depending on the situation. Could be aggressive pushes from Movistar Riders down Banana. Utilizing the MP9 from Mopos. He has succeeded with it before. See whether he'll get away with it again. Max found that utility as his teammates will be ready to push in 2 apartments and maybe even push out through boiler. Nothing too much happening here. There is a bit of aggression. Definitely some players waiting out in quad. Still eager. Gonna throw the nade. That's a good nade. We'll tell them where Crucial is. Crucial is trying to move out. Doesn't manage to get that orb shot. The smoke comes in. Alex is completely cut off. Still manages to spray through and take down Surreal. Crucial, however, taking down 2 will open up the site for them. This player on the orb is absolutely fantastic at opening up sites. He's still, though, very aggressively pushing from Banana with this orb. Will be punished. Not punished. Takes down Robin, evening up the score 2-2. At this moment, you see Mopos starting to rotate around, picks up an SG, potentially coming from behind. Alex gets in position, gets the spray down, takes down Thomas and Crucial, and moves it 6-6. Fantastic play there from Movistar Riders to clutch out that round. It looked like a bad beginning. Is going to be a full buy, apart from a deagle for Surreal here on Endpoint. Movistar Riders looking a little bit healthier in that economic situation. A lot of utility expended early on towards Banana here to prevent that rush. They don't know how Endpoint are going to be properly buying. So, a sensible position. Endpoint. Waiting for the right moment to strike. Orp, still in the hands of Crucial here. He is a big playmaker of this team. Those wide peaks. Finding those frags. Where otherwise they wouldn't be able to really make an impact. Good flashes will prevent Eastor from getting too aggressive, but Staliga on top of Boiler will make an impact. Eastor trying to do something here, but will get refragged. Robin with a good one onto Mopos, expecting that flank as usual. As Mopos has been trying to play that position multiple times now and is finally getting properly punished for it. level. One of the 2 remaining members, but is on the wrong site. Doesn't know that yet. Still 30 seconds left on the clock. Endpoint is still looking to properly execute on this B site. Is actually going to start to rotate. Has figured it out. These reads are fantastic from Movistar Riders. Using that information, seeing that there's no one around there. But what she's waiting. Surreal gets the shot into Lowell and pretty much closes out. There's still Alex at the back in Graveyard, who will be trying to make the rounds, but Endpoint will get him. Move themselves 7 to 6. In control on this T side now. Yet again. Movistar Riders going to be buying up a couple of pistols, but mostly going to be saving for that final round of this half, where they can really make an impact. Endpoint. Again, putting a player towards this banana this time has actually done wonders for them, finding the open pick. If they had any idea how open this B site was right now, might just succeed. Endpoint not going with a classic pug strategy of get a kill on the site, we go there. Instead, deciding to use the blow to try and deflect. Movistar Riders must be shaking a little bit, but they know. They have the read. They know absolutely what is going on. And Stilega almost finds 2 there. It's going to be Alex trying to clean on up. Mighty Max not looking the right way. Alex gets to pick up the sport, but it might be too little too late as Endpoint find the frags and win the round anyway with a very bloody fight. Scrappy and a half. Movistar Riders will have a buy round here, but Endpoint still in control. That was interesting. If Endpoint had literally gone B, you could have ignored all of that. It could have been a really nice hold for Endpoint, but Movistar Riders really do have Endpoint's number in terms of the mental game. Though this map, Endpoint have been succeeding in terms of getting those frags, so all's well that ends well. It's real. Watch a chicken get blown apart. He's just waiting for his moment to shine. Mopos still playing this banana. Doing these hops to look for information as the molly goes in. And Mopos smiles, knowing that the molly was meant for him. Max puts the flash in, trying to force people away with that usage of utility. Alex and Stilega, though, still playing these very close angles, and Endpoint go in for these scrappy fights on A every single time, and this time, because Alex has an M4, it is shut down completely. Endpoint might want to open their strat book and go, maybe we should go to this fabled site called B. As again, getting caught out. Don't have the bomb, but do have a player on site, interestingly. That's surreal. Is still around. Thomas is going to be able to pick up this bomb. However, there is a player waiting just around the corner. Most likely isn't expecting it. Stilega picks up 1. Doesn't actually turn back. And as a result, Thomas is still alive and on the map. This is the last round of the half, so it's all to play for. 10 seconds on the clock. Thomas is just going to go for it, but unfortunately, Stilega hears him coming and takes him down. 8-7. An advantage here for Endpoint. Movistar Riders down a single round. Time. Movistar Riders obviously on the T side. Got a bit of that utility looking to push up aggressively. Waiting for the moment. Not even putting anything towards B until just now. Expecting utility to speak towards it, but instead Endpoint decided to put a P250 and a couple of body armors in. Again, favouring this more scrappy style. That's not P250, sorry, that's a P2000. I'm stupid. Can't tell from the profile. Movistar Riders pushing up banana here. With Lowell waiting in the wings. We see the rotate from A. Most likely going to go through main. The utility's expanded. And we see Endpoint go, right, it's time to back up and go. Mighty Max eats a lot of damage there, but still manages to find that one-top headshot onto Alex here. Really nicely played. But Movistar Riders do have control of the site, and the bomb will be going down. However, all of Endpoint moving through CT. Mighty Max looking for that little bit more. The distraction is here. Robin gets one. Looking for a little bit more. Doesn't quite find the kill. Goes down to 3. Both of these players exceedingly low, but still able to output bullets. Lowell rushing in from behind. Movistar Riders playing for time. Take down those 2 players. Crucial though, with some good shots. Mopaz again taking down 2, and Lowell finishes it off. Movistar Riders win the scrappy pistol fight. This is lower bracket, yes. Endpoint. With the Nova on Thomas. I'm excited to see how this is going to go. Does succeed on this map. You can play a lot of these corners. Alex. Very much ready. Where is actually Thomas? Thomas is waiting in apartment. Surreal. With this Deagle finds Eastor. 4 HP on his health bar though. Body armor paying dividends here. As usual. Nice headshot there from Robin as well. These Deagles, ever so deadly if you can use them properly. Endpoint have been showing us they certainly can. Bomb's going to be picked up by Steeliger. I expect them to go towards his B site, yeah. Oh! Moving towards A. Mopaz is the only one there. They're still deciding. 1 player's left. The Nova makes its mark in the upside of Alex's head. 2 players now on B. Mighty Max finds 1. Look for the second one. There's an AK in those hands, though. Has taken a bit of damage. Now can easily be dealt with. The shots don't even manage to scratch the 4 HP Surreal. Who, to be fair, still die no matter what you hit him with. The Mac 10 spray down at long range will deal with Steeliger, who was already damaged. Good round from Endpoint across the board. And this is what we're expecting when the CT get their hands on some good weaponry now. This could be exactly what you want to see from Endpoint. CZs and Deagles. That's what we're expecting from this attacking side. This is a map with some very short angles, so the CZ can succeed to great effect. Much like the Nova can also succeed. Kicks out wide. Robin takes a bit of damage for it, but has the utility, just backs off, knows his role, and is waiting. Got flashed a little bit. Takes down Eastor, knows that there's a player on the corner. Lowell does win the duel though, is 2 kills in this round. And his 2 remaining members will have to get a 4K in order to end this out, but does get the plant. 2 members of Endpoint rotated over from B, looking to try and close this out now. An SG and a UMP. Looking for this defuse. We've got a player potentially going to pit. Knows Thomas is there. Looks for that a little bit more. Mighty Max is just going for the defuse. Will actually get it. Fantastic play from him. And manages to clean up Lowell as well. Picks up the AK. Every single thing they wanted. And they will be able to buy at least just some of these players. Some will be a little bit down on the money. They're going to give that up over to Crucial here. Not too much utility on some of these players, especially that Author and on Thomas. But in general, not too bad. As Endpoint. 2 mans up, and looking like they might take their opponent's map here. Especially with shots like that, it's Crucial. Cleans up 2 players in the mid. And Endpoint on the CT side, making their mark. Mopaz already down to 5 HP as well. Endpoint so very comfortable with their situation right now. Thomas enjoying the water effect on the right side of the screen. As Endpoint just, they're playing really clean this time. in the last map. We saw a little bit of sloppiness. At the start of this map we also did. We saw them die to, well, 2 members die to a molly. Couldn't push onto site, couldn't push back. Mistakes were made, but Endpoint was starting to clean up their act, and it has been paying dividends. Crucial, definitely. Finding a good number of AWP shots today. Been good to see. Enjoyable at the very least. Very aggressive AWPing. Taking those wide angles. Just going for it. Mighty Max looking for the information. Doesn't really steal too much. It's real. Making sure no one's in apartments, but I think it was just a ghost that he saw. Ghost of Movistar riders past. As they're all looking towards B here. With Banana. Endpoint. Push aggressively. Thomas did get full flashed. And that gives an opportunity for Mopos to just get aggressive as possible. Spray doesn't find anything. Alex does go down. Though, from above, Eastor does get that orb shot. And waiting around the corner, Stiliga takes it down. Robin. This is a good round for Movistar riders. Not too much money for Endpoint after this. This could be difficult for them. That's the thing. When you lose around on the CT side, it can be so devastating to try and come back. Because of how expensive your weapons are, essentially. In comparison. Endpoint. Not going to be able to contest this round, but we'll at least have the AWP and the M4 for the next. And we'll be able to find a little bit on some of their team members. Not too much utility again. That is the big issue. That's a nice skin. That knife. Carambalor. Good stuff. Yeah, able to pick up rifles. Deciding to go down to the FAMAS rather than the M4 in favour of the utility, which is, I think, the right decision here on CT, especially. Yeah. It's real. Again, playing Spartan's position. So let's see. Try and play a little bit more. Well. For a gap in the bullets to try and push upwards. They have the bomb towards the A site, but a lot of players very far up Banana as well. So they have the opportunity. Crucial. Dealing with Lowell. It's a very verbose AWP shot there. Movistar Riders very close up on this B site. Smoke will come on through. That means they can make the cross and start to push on into this site. Flash comes out from Mighty Max. Will allow them to try and go for something, but the smoke is going to be more important. The molly is going to force him out, and this means he's going to eat a hell of a lot of bullets from Mopos here, though. Thomas, holding his ground, takes a bit of damage from the molly, but has bought enough time for their team. Surreal. Spray. A little bit too late, but finds the 2K anyway, and will get that defuse. Fantastic play by Endpoint. Movistar Riders unable to find some of these rounds where they did get a good start. They've managed to make their way onto the site, but Endpoint on this defensive play have been very successful and are looking to take this map if things continue as they already have. The buy for Movistar Riders is a little bit lacking, especially Lau with that deagle. We've seen people in this very map have some great deagle moments, but it's going to be difficult. Lacks the versatility of other weapons. Crucial. Was a really nice nade there. Will give you information to Endpoint that, hey, there's a couple of players here. We need to be very careful. But with that nade, potentially going to send them packing. Have secured most of Banana, but Mopos is going to move back instead. It looks like Movistar Riders really want to push towards this A side. Grab the bomb. Potentially going to make a distraction. No, backing off. The rotate comes on in. Surreal is aware. cotton on to this. Movistar Riders. Definitely trying to hide what they're doing. The molly comes on in, trying to force them out. Surreal moves on out. Stops himself from getting flashed. Takes down Mopos as he tries to walk on in. However, the A site is still being assaulted. But look who's here. Crucial with a 2K. Gonna shut down that bomb. And there's only one player remaining who is at close enough range to go and pick that up at this point. And that is Lowell. And he is trapped like a rat by Robin right now. Five players alive for Endpoint here. Lowell doesn't want to mess around. It's potentially just waiting for the Essence frag. Nerves of steel. Nerves of steel. Robin, not pushing, decides against it, doesn't want to lose their rifle. Their rifle is far more valuable than what Movistar have in hand. So Endpoint move themselves up 13-9. Good game so far from them. Movistar Riders. Not looking as dominant as they were on Train here. Interestingly, again. I would like to highlight, this is their map. Train was Endpoint's. A little bit strange to see. But Endpoint rising to the occasion after that first round loss. Backs up against the wall. Doesn't get knocked out of this tournament quite yet. As a result, be continuing to play. Crucial. Finds the AWP shot. Fantastic at playing his position. Falls back to watch, but decides he wants a little bit more. Very greedy plays. And you know what they say? Greed is good. As Crucial finds two. Does go down to Stalaga. Opens up their defense. Surreal gets sprayed down as well. However, at range, succeeding here is Robin. Until Stalaga closes it on up. 3K right now for Stalaga. And will get that bomb plant. The smoke goes in for Lowell. Endpoint. 2 versus 2. They can take their duels. They've done it before. They'll do it again. AK in hand of Thomas as well. Certainly is a sight to behold. Can be terrifying if you are not careful. Mighty Max backing him up as well. 2 players in Graveyard here. Good spray from Stalaga. That's exactly what you want to see if you're a fan of the Spaniards. That might just be what they need. Picking up these rounds. Don't really have much wiggle room. 3 rounds until Endpoint win, and Movistar Riders are on the clock. They need to get their ass into gear. They can close out this series here with just a little bit extra effort. And they should be at home here. This is their map. Robin with a great spray down through the smoke. It's exactly what you want to see. Endpoint losing a player early. Not Endpoint, Movistar Riders losing a player early. Not particularly good for your health. Endpoint rotating a lot of players over to A here, and Thomas is making a lot of noise here in Banana. Has been successful in the position, so for the most part, Movistar Riders shying away from that push. Until often later in the round. When they've made a lot of noise at A, they'll push over to B and then try and do something. Playing very tricksy in their site choices. Utility's about to come in. As Movistar Riders are moving on towards A. They've decided they don't want to muck around with Endpoint on their site of choice. They want to get fully stuck in. Lowell mollied away. 35 seconds on the clock. Endpoint with some great counter utility yet again. Star Riders struggling to really move on in. This time, Robin cannot hold from Arch. Surreal is going to rotate around from Library after putting a couple of bullets down range. Utility is going in. Mighty Max in pit with the MP9. Alex takes a bit of damage. Good spray from Lowell. Takes down Crucial. Expecting this player in pit. However, the MP9 proves its worth here. Takes down Alex as well. The plant is going down. Movistar Riders have the smoke. Mighty Max waiting on the box. Not Mighty Max, sorry, looking for the guy on the box. Finds him. Stalaga quite get the kill. Spray through the box is enough for Thomas, and they will net that round. The AWP picked up decides to go with a nicer orb. What were you doing, mate? You should defuse the bomb. Does in fact get it. So, Endpoint moving themselves up to 14-10. Getting close to that match point. Movistar Riders with some impressive performances. Have a lot of money in the bank. Definitely can buy up and continue to put the pressure on. It's going to be difficult. Because of just how well Endpoint have been playing across the board. Zilliga really showing up this map. Mopo's not doing quite as well as he was on train. Interesting, man. So far, looking for a bit of a stack here towards Banana. Movistar Riders getting uncharacteristically aggressive here, deciding, now's the time, let's just do it. Takes down Thomas. The smoke will stop the Molotov from being too much of a hindrance, but they don't have the cross smoke. That is a big mistake, and Surreal closes it down with Mighty Max. Shows over, kids, time to go home, and Surreal finds his 4th of the round. Fantastic there from Endpoint, and moving on to this match point now. Big mistake. No smoke CT. That just ends game. As it ends rounds. And it could be the end of the game as well, as Endpoint have moved on to that match point. Almost with some utility. Movistar Riders going, let's not do that again. Let's do something a little bit different. Perhaps should have waited a little bit rather than going for that smoke onto the Molotov. Wait for it to go down. Maybe bait and move back away. Movistar have been very tricksy with where they're going. This time, Mopos playing that lurker. Has been very successful. Crucial playing this position again. Just outside top of mid, more towards Arch. Has been very aggressive with that orb. Constantly going for greedy repeaks, and you know, oftentimes it's sit here and say, don't do that, it's just not going to work out, but he's been managing to make it happen every single time. Often gets traded after the second kill, but you know what, you're pretty happy with that. You bought a lot of time for your team as well, because often playing around smokes and such alike really means he gets to succeed. But this time, falling back a lot more, deciding doesn't want to get mixed in with that, instead playing more towards library, looking for these players to coach. That's a really nice molly. Will force Alex to get aggressive, and he gets too aggressive here. And we see Movistar Riders beat a retreat, and more heading towards B. As the Banana is flooded. Movistar Riders players. Surreal deals with Lowell, who is trying to play back here. Mopop does go down. Endpoint, though, with some good spray. Thomas will finish out the round with a 3K and finishes off the game. 1-1. Trading each other's maps. Fantastic play from both sides as Endpoint pick up game 2.